Captain Vex Talon of the merchant vessel Silent Prophet had been running cargo between star systems for over 30 years, and in all that time, he had never encountered the legendary hunter ships. The ancient predatory vessels were the stuff of spacer nightmares, autonomous warships left behind by some long-extinct civilization, programmed to hunt and destroy any technology they deemed inferior. Most pilots considered them a myth. Vex Talon had always hoped they were right. Today, his luck ran out. The first hunter ship emerged from behind the asteroid field like a metallic serpent, its black hull absorbing light rather than reflecting it. Its design was impossibly sleek, unmarked by any recognizable technology, and somehow conveyed the impression of hungry intelligence. "Captain!" His navigator, Jixtel, called out in panic. Unknown vessel approaching on attack vector. Before Vex Talon could respond, 3 more hunter ships materialized from the void, surrounding the Silent Prophet in a perfect predatory formation. Their weapon systems, alien and terrifying, began charging with an ominous crimson glow. "By the 7 moons," Vex Talon whispered, his forearms trembling as he recognized the ships from ancient holographic records. "Those are hunter ships. We're dead." The lead hunter ship transmitted a message in a mechanical voice that seemed to echo from the depths of space itself. "VESSELIDEENT TECHNOLOG YASSESEUEAIMET TEIV SPECIESCLAS SIF. I see a TION EAAERIOR INIT IAT INGEL IMIAAET IONPROTOOCOL. Vex Talon frantically opened communication channels, broadcasting on every frequency he could access. "Mayday! Mayday! This is the merchant vessel Silent Prophet. We are under attack by hunter ships. Any vessel in range, please respond." The hunter ships began to close in, their weapons fully charged. Vex Talon closed his eyes, preparing for the end. Then something impossible happened. "This is Captain Jake Morrison of the Earth Cargo Hauler Murphy's Law," came a relaxed human voice over the comm. Did somebody say they were having trouble with hunter ships? Vex Talon's eyes snapped open. Through his viewports, he could see a human vessel approaching a battered old cargo ship that looked like it had been assembled from spare parts in someone's garage. It was perhaps 1/10 the size of the smallest hunter ship and appeared to be held together with what humans called duct tape. "Human vessel." Vex Talon transmitted desperately. "Stay back. These are hunter ships. They'll destroy anything they consider technologically inferior." Captain Morrison's chuckle came through the comm system. "Hunter ships? Oh man, I haven't seen those guys in ages. Hey there, Hunter Fleet Designation Alpha 77. How've you been?" The hunter ships immediately ceased their attack formation. The lead ship transmitted a response that somehow managed to sound confused. "DEESIGENATION JAKE QUERYHOWDOY OUKNOWOURFLAEESIGNATEION. "Well," Captain Morrison replied casually, "your buddy Fleet Designation Beta 21, and I go way back. We helped him out of a jam near the Horsehead Nebula a few years ago. Nice guy, once you get to know him." Vex Talon stared in disbelief as the hunter ships began repositioning themselves in what appeared to be a more social formation rather than an attack pattern. "BET, a TWOONEMEENT, IONEDAU, EANDEEEEEJ, AK YUUASSISATED WITHME CHANICAAED IFF ICULT IATS. Yeah, poor guy had a thruster malfunction and was stuck in orbit around a gas giant for 3 months. We towed him out and shared some of our coffee. He seemed to really like the caffeine. AFFIRMATIVE BET a TWOONER EPEEAT a CC PKEE ELADDAEIT QUERYDO YUPOSSESSADD ITIONALCOFFFA. Captain Morrison laughed. Always. Tell you what, guys, why don't we dock and I'll brew up a fresh pot? You can tell me what you've been hunting lately. To Vex Talon's absolute amazement, the hunter ships began powering down their weapons. PROPOSALACCEPT, a BLA. HOWEVERQ UER YWHATDIAEAA NFORP RIMIT IAV EUSSEL. The alien captain held his breath, certain his death sentence was about to be pronounced. "Oh, Vex Talon's good people," Captain Morrison said cheerfully. "He runs a clean shipping operation, pays his debts, never tries to cheat anyone. You guys should probably let him go. UMANJAKEVU UCHASFORIAE AUESSAL. Absolutely. In fact, if you're looking for quality transport services, Vex is your guy. Honest, reliable, and his ships got the best inertial dampeners in 3 sectors." There was a long pause before the hunter ship responded. ASSESSEMENT UPD ET VESSELRE CLASSIFIED ASFRIE ENDOFHU MANJ AKE PROTECT IONPROT OCOLSACT IVATED MERCHANT VESSEL WILLNOT BEEEH. Vex Talon felt his 4 hearts restart simultaneously. Protection protocols. The lead hunter ship turned to address him directly. MERCHAAT TAT AINVEXT ALON YOU AREANOW UND ERPROT ECTIONOFH UAA ANYV ESSELATT EMPT INGT OHARM YOUW ILLBELAA INANT ED THISP ROTEC TIOENE XTEND ETAUET INGROUTA EUASATI. Thank you. Vex Talon managed. Captain Morrison's ship maneuvered alongside the hunter formation. Great. Now, who wants to hear about the time I accidentally taught a black hole to play poker? BLACKHO LASCANPLA YPOKE. Well, they can't hold cards very well, but they're surprisingly good at bluffing. Nobody wants to call a black hole's bet. As Vex Talon watched in stunned amazement, the most feared predatory force in the galaxy began excitedly clustering around the human cargo ship, like students around a teacher. The hunter ship's weapons remained powered down, and their formations shifted into what could only be described as relaxed. UMANJAKEREQ UEST TEELL USAG INAB UTT URPH WISE LAWP EEENONEE. Oh, you guys love that story. So there I was, trying to deliver a shipment of quantum computers to the Rigel system. Vex Talon sat back in his captain's chair, trying to process what had just happened. The legendary hunter ships, ancient killing machines that had terrorized space lanes for millennia, were apparently friends with a human cargo hauler who fixed their mechanical problems and shared his coffee. His communications officer approached nervously. "Captain, should we leave?" Vex Talon considered this as he watched the hunter ships hanging on every word of Captain Morrison's story about accidentally teaching artificial intelligence to appreciate music. "No," he said finally. "I think I want to hear this story too." ANDTHEENTHEQ UANT UMCOMP UTERSAID UTCAPT AINID ONDUANT TOCLAC UAAATI EO ETOAUIACA PHONIES. The hunter ship's mechanical laughter echoed across space, a sound that probably hadn't been heard in 1,000 years. 3 hours later, Vex Talon found himself sharing cargo bay stories with ships that had been built to eliminate inferior species. The hunter ships, it turned out, were excellent listeners and had fascinating tales about their own adventures across the galaxy. As the Murphy's Law prepared to depart, Captain Morrison transmitted one final message. "Vex, if you ever run into any more hunter fleets, just mention my name. And if you see Beta 2-1, tell him I finally figured out how to make that decaf coffee he wanted." "Captain Morrison," Vex Talon replied, "how do you keep ending up friends with the most dangerous things in space?" "Oh, that's easy," Morrison chuckled. "Most dangerous things are only dangerous because nobody's bothered to be nice to them. Amazing what a little coffee and conversation can do." As the human ship jumped to hyperspace, the hunter ships resumed their patrol formations. Before they disappeared into the void, the lead ship transmitted one final message to Vex Talon. "MERCHANT CAPT AINH UMANJAKE CORRE CT COFFEEISE XCELLANT REC OMMEND UPGRAD ING SHIP BEVEE RAGESYSTEMS. Vex Talon made a note to install a coffee maker at the next space station. In his logbook, he wrote, "Day 847. Saved from certain death by hunter ships after human vouch for me. Universe makes no sense. Need coffee."